There's a time for us to let go. There's a time for holding on. A time to speak, a time to listen. There's a time for us to grow. There's a time for laying low down. There's a time for getting high. A time for peace, a time for fighting. A time to live, a time to die. Time to scream, a time for silence. A time for truth against the lie. A time for faith, a time for science. There's a time for us to shine.
At just 50 years old, his death came as a shock to many, including us. Just over 24 hours ago, I interviewed Mays as he stepped off a flight in Tampa. He told me after 2 weeks away, he was glad to be back home.
Well, everything was good until...
In what's believed to be his last television interview, Saturday evening, pitchman, father, and husband Billy Mays told us he was relieved to be home again, just hours after getting off a plane that had a bumpy landing.
He used a lot of runway, so we're very fortunate to be here, getting our bags here a couple hours later.
I was going to say, it's been a little while, but glad to be back on solid ground.
Glad to be back on solid ground.
A few hours prior, Mays was on flight 1241, arriving in Tampa from Philadelphia. The front tire under the nose of the plane blew out, causing a momentary panic, though officials say no one was seriously hurt.
All of a sudden, as we hit, it was just the hardest hit. All the top, things from the ceiling start dropping, and it hit me on the head, but I got a hard hit. So
for Mays, arriving in Tampa was a homecoming after a whirlwind couple of weeks away from his family. He told us he was tired, but happy to be home. Were you traveling for business, pleasure?
I've been going for 2 weeks straight. I just came from the Conan O'Brien show. Just did an OxyClean commercial up in Philly, and on my way back home. They have surgery on my hip Monday. So that's the toughest part of it.
Then you're good.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
That was the end of our interview.
Thank you.
Good to meet you.
All right.
Mays reached down to gather his belongings and walked off, headed towards home.
You don't need a cabinet full of you don't need a cabinet full of cleaners. You don't need all these. You don't need a cabinet full of cleaners. You don't need a Do you want to do this? No, I mean, it'd be nice if you could, show me how you did it on TV. You don't need a cabinet. What is it? You don't need a cabinet full of cleaners. Who was it? Find him. You don't need a cabinet full of cleaners. You don't need a damn cabinet full of cleaners. Yeah, you don't need a cabinet full of cleaners. You don't need a cabinet full of cleaners. You shitting me? Wow, a yard sale. All this furniture really needs is a little orange glow. What? All this furniture really needs is a little. What do you want?
Here's how to order.
But wait, there's more. Tell you what, you go over it.
Here's how to order.
But wait, we'll give you a dirt ball, absolutely free. Call in the next 20 minutes.